Speaking of the Rams, let's talk about the Rams real quickly here. The Rams were able to they beat the Texans, which is not saying much. They had like a 38-0 lead, and the Texans scored 3 garbage touchdowns, which forced the game into a push from a betting standpoint. But regardless, they pretty much dominated the Texans. So you're looking at a Rams team now that's 7-1. Their only loss was to the Cardinals. They traded for Matt Stafford in the offseason. That's no secret. We've talked about that pretty much. But they made another big trade here this week. They traded for Von Miller from the Broncos and gave up a couple of, I think, a 3rd-round pick and a 2nd-round pick next year. So what you're seeing with the Rams right now, it's interesting. I read an article about it. They've traded away lots of draft capital to make a run. I mean, I think they're all in right now. They're going for it. They want to win the Super Bowl. And, they don't have a lot of draft picks coming up here in the next few years, high draft picks. And it's a team that's going to get older. So what do you think about that strategy? I mean, the Rams obviously now have made it known that they want to win and they want to win now.
Yeah, I think that that's a good strategy for them. They're kind of taking a page out of the Buccaneers playbook, is what they did last year. They basically are going for now too, and it worked last year, right? They won the Super Bowl and they're right in. But yeah, I mean, of course, I think Stafford's still got probably 5 or 6 good years left in him, really. I mean,
probably
the way quarterbacks are playing now, I think he's only 33 or so. But anyway,
not that old. Yeah.
Not that old, but Von Miller's still a very good player. He's a former Super Bowl MVP. I like that trade, especially they didn't have to give up a 1st-round pick. It's always good. And then, I think it's a great move. And they did what I think Nathan pointed this out last week in the podcast that, they were 6-1, but when you play somebody like the Texans, you come out and handle your business, right? You don't fool around with them and put them away. They did basically. Like you said, it was 38-0. So that showed that, I mean, they beat the Texans, but the way they did it showed that they're for real.
Right.
Yeah, I like that move too. I mean, if you feel like you have a window, you need to take advantage of it, run through it. That's what they're trying to do. And I don't think it's all in for. I mean, I don't think it's just this year is the window. I think it's this year, next year, even.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Buccaneers are still in it, as long as they can keep everybody like the Bucs did.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they have a couple of years here where they can. This is the best chance they've had since they lost the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Back.
Yeah.
And they have a better team, I think, than they did then.
Yeah, they do have a better team. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah, and the addition of Von Miller now, along with Aaron Donald, I mean, is going to make that defensive front very dangerous. Because if you're an offense, which one do you block? Who do you double team?
I was just thinking recently, a few weeks ago, I was watching the Broncos, and I thought, oh yeah, Von Miller. I forgot about him. I was thinking like I'm sure he's still great, but I felt a little bad for him. He's kind of fading away in Denver. But now this is great for him too.
I would put the Rams as the NFC favorites right now to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
slightly ahead of the Buccaneers, and definitely ahead of the Packers as well. Because as we said, just largely overall, they have a much better team.
I agree.
I don't know. I mean, something about the Rams. I don't know. I can't really give you I can't really point to a specific example. It's just something I just have some feeling about him that I don't know. I haven't put the Buccaneers, I think, as the favorite, even though they surprised me in New Orleans. I'm sure we'll get to that, but this week. But something about the Rams, I don't know. Like I said, I just can't pinpoint. They just maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe it's something about like West Coast dome teams. I don't know, but they just I don't know. Like can you imagine well, they had to do this? I guess. It was last year. So can you imagine if they have to go to Lambeau Field?
They did last year, yeah.
Yeah, like it just doesn't usually work out well.
No, it doesn't.
No. I don't know.
No, it doesn't. That's why I think those kind of teams have to have their games at home. They can't afford to have to go to Lambeau.